Our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's the setting for the Heat. A defensive anchor with playmaking flair. Bam Adebayo brings toughness and touch to the floor as they prepare for the task ahead at Capital One Arena. Heat, Wizards. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at Miami. They're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around. And, of course, Washington, 2 spots below. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Jaquez in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, they've got Kispert. C.J. McCollum is out there with Johnson. Then there's Sarr, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Both of these teams need a win badly tonight, Grant. Neither has been playing to their potential as of late.
You know, you can really sense the desperation in the air. A win here would be a big step in the right direction for either squad. And BA, a loss could set them back even further.
Now here's Middleton. Back to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Fade away. Rebound Miami. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Kispert. Here's Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. And the shot's good.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Rozier, the pass to Jaquez. Here's Adebayo. From 13 feet, down it goes.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now here's McCollum. He had 22 in the win against Brooklyn. Sarr with a screen on Rozier. For 3, McCollum. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why, the consistency.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Adebayo, defended by Kispert. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Jaquez.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Now Sarr, Middleton outside. Back to Sarr, tipped. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, BA, part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game. Talk about a fast start, 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Middleton outside. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Ware.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Wow, you see the strength right there. Adebayo relishes finishing right through the defense.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Free throw, no good for Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, BA, he can guard 1 through 5. And his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Heat leading by 4. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Jaquez off the mark there with a 3. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And stolen by Adebayo. And he's going for the lob.
And when it comes to Jaquez, his best trait might be his decision-making out of the wing position.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here are the shooting guards with the best free throw percentage over the past month. Trey Johnson on top.
He's the last person you want to be sending to the line. And by the way he gets defended, you can tell most guys know that.
The Wizards trail by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Jaquez. Coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Left side, Jaquez. No good with the triple. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. 6-point game. Outside Johnson. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. To end the drought. Shoots over Wiggins. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, Wiggins is a terrific defender, and he is so good at understanding when to go after a block.
And it's Rozier, that time on the assist from Jaquez.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Now here's Wiggins. No points so far. Here's Ware. Good D by Sarr.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Wizards trail by 6. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Middleton against Jaquez. McCollum right side. Just 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Miami leading by 6. Here's Jaquez, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Middleton looking around. Back to McCollum. Down low. Sarr. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 8. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Johnson passes to McCollum. Jaquez against Middleton. Here's McCollum. That one is off. Oh, nice D from Rozier. The Heat have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Pass to Ware. Now Adebayo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Now Kispert. Now here's Middleton. Jaquez covers. Inside. And finished off by Sarr.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. He's checked in for Washington. Carrington comes in for Johnson. Miami also changing it up. Fontecchio's checked in for Jaquez. And Yakachonis subbed in for Rozier. Heat leading by 6. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Miami, no good that time either.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
McCollum's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from deep. And the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bagley's checked in for Sarr. Whitmore comes in for Middleton. And it's Johnson in for McCollum. Oh, deflected. Pass Pass to Larson. To the inside. Here's Yakichonis. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Carrington. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he buries his first look.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Larson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. The three. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And that one's good. Bagley.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Johnson. Now here's Fontecchio. Whitmore defending. Larson from outside, off the mark. Now here's Bagley. Here's Carrington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Carrington's got his second basket.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Pass to Larson. Here's Yakichonis. Clock at 6. Fontecchio with a screen. Here's Larson. Off target with the three. The Wizards with a lead. Outside Carrington. To the middle. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. They set a pick. Pass to Jovic. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Washington. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Washington making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Champagnie. Johnson comes in for Whitmore. And it's McCollum in for Johnson. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Jaquez comes in for Fontecchio. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Larson. Heat trail by 6. and legs over the next few years. The Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
Now here's Kispert. Now McCollum. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Pass to Iacochonis. Three-pointer Rozier. Kispert grabs a miss.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. BA, back to you.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Alan. Now here's Jaquez. To stop the run, here's Adebayo. Adebayo right on the defense.
Yeah, powering through the contact, something that Adebayo does so well.
With the step back, outside Carrington. Pass to Kispert. The three, counted from distance. Kispert's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Jovic. Rebound by the Wizards. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Pass to Kispert. Johnson on the wing. Jaquez covers. Johnson against Jaquez. The shot by Johnson, no good.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Here's Iacochonis. Adebayo sets a screen. Lets it fly. The shot by Iacochonis, no good.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Now here's Carrington. 10 points in his last outing. Back to Kispert. Outside Johnson from behind the arc. No luck on that one. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Rozier. Miami moving it around. Here's Adebayo. And it's Bagley with the rebound. The Wizards have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
I just love the ball movement.
Defensive foul. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sarr comes in for Bagley, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Carrington. And the free throw, no good. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Now here's Adebayo. 11 points in the game.
Well, few big men in this league are better off the bounce than Adebayo.
Kispert outside. Now here's Middleton. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Sarr. And that one goes. Feeding him with a lead pass. Sarr's got 10.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And so it's Rozier who brings it up for Miami. They trail by 9. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, Rozier is just 6'1", but he plays the game with passion and toughness in the lane.
Middleton outside. McCollum with a screen on Jaquez. Middleton passes to Kispert. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Ware. And here's Jaquez. Ware with it. 11 points for him last game against Boston. Wiggins for three. It's rebounded by Washington.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And here's Sarr. 10 points for him. There's McCollum with the three. Drops in the three. McCollum's got the second bucket.
Man, that is a quick release by McCollum. He got that thing in the air before the defense even realized he had it.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Check and see who is in the lead when it comes to blocks. Fifth best, Alex Sarr.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
Heat trail by 10. Outside Jaquez to the paint. Here's Adebayo. Over Kispert. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
First team foul. Shooting for Miami, Bam Adebayo at the line for one.
And that one misses. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Now here's Wiggins. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Jaquez with it, defended by Kispert. That shot off the mark. It's Sarr, high post. Working on Ware. Kispert outside. Washington moving the ball around. Middleton against Jaquez. Back to Kispert. Launches a three. And he can't get that one. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the power game inside.
Man, that is physical that time by Wiggins, just showing you a lot of grit.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Middleton. Back to Johnson. There's 45 seconds left in the second period. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Heat. Now here's Jaquez. Wiggins outside. Here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Wiggins, no good. Sarr finds McCollum. Sarr with a screen on Jaquez. There's McCollum with the 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Washington Wizards leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Well, right now for the Heat, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Washington Wizards.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Heat trail by 6. Setting the floor for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Washington.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And here's Johnson. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Wiggins outside. It's Jaquez on the wing. Middleton covering. Pass to Ware. Launches it. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Granted, recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, BA, and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone. And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Bam! He gets it to go at the rim.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Sarr. 12 points for him. Middleton, left side. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Ware. Defense right on him. Back to Rozier. Up and over McCollum. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Johnson. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. McCollum, pass to Sarr, stolen by Wiggins. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." B.A., back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. And it's Washington with the ball. The Heat making their last shot. Here's Sarr. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Wiggins outside. Rozier with a screen on Johnson. The kick out to Adebayo. Sinks the tray. Adebayo's got 20 points.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Washington moving the ball around. Jaquez against Middleton. Back to Kispert. Over Adebayo. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Heat trail by 6. Now here's Rozier. Pass to Adebayo. It's rebounded by Washington. Kispert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Middleton. The shot no good.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Three-pointer Rozier. The rebound by the Wizards. Middleton's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for the Miami Heat. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Washington. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. And here we can check out the story for Terry Rozier.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Over to the left wing. Wiggins for 3. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Johnson. Back to Carrington. Middleton against Jaquez. Sarr with a screen on Jaquez. Middleton, a good look. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And the focus of Wiggins to convert.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Jaquez against Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Wizards lead by 5.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Wiggins outside. They get it back. Outside Jaquez. Wiggins finds Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Counted. Rozier's got 6 points. And so it's Washington with it. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Sarr screen. Middleton goes in from deep. And Sarr with the basket. On the assist by Middleton. Sarr's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Pass to Jovic. Wiggins against Johnson. Oh, look at Wiggins rising inside.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The number 1 overall pick in 2014, he's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
Bagley's checked in for Sarr. Champagnie comes in for Kispert. And Whitmore subbed in for Johnson. Miami also changing it up. Fontecchio's checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Jaquez. And Yakachonis subbed in for Rozier. Heat on D. Right side Bagley. Pass to Champagnie. And that one drops for him.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
So it's Miami now. 6-point game. Here's Jovic. Here's Larson. Whitmore defending. Jovic passes to Fontecchio. 6 to shoot. Here's Jovic. Off target from outside. Washington leading by 6. From 10 feet away. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Now Wiggins. Here's the 3. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Middleton. Got a hand on it. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Whitmore. Down low. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Jonas, still without a bucket. Out of bounds, it'll be Wizards ball. And Washington making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter here. McCollum outside. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Champagnie. 5 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. Rebound Miami. Here's Larson, covered by Carrington, to snap the cold streak. Alexander Sarr getting it done for Washington. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. Whitmore is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. That's the group for Washington right now. And the shot goes down.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Jonas. And he lobs it up. Adebayo off the lob.
Just beautiful teamwork right there. Adebayo with perfect timing on that jump.
Outside Whitmore. There's McCollum with the 3. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to Larson. And they call an illegal screen here.
Now, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's McCollum. And stolen by Adebayo. Here's Jonas. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Jovic.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as many as 11. Pulls it from the top of the key. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Larson. McCollum defends. And the foul on Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul of the game. Sarr's checked in for Bagley. And Miami also making a switch. Ware's checked in for Jovic.
On the court.
On defense, Washington. 6-point lead. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo's doubles. Here's Larson. And again, no good by Miami.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Adebayo in the post. McCollum defends. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
McCollum outside. Outside Whitmore. Inside. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
He's off on the first.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, he missed one, but overall improved their situation. They'll take it.
Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, Adebayo, forceful.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
McCollum outside. They set the screen. Washington again can't hit.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Adebayo and rejected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor. And that'll fire up your team. Great defensive play at one end and instant offense at the other.
Here's Jonas. Fontecchio with a screen. Pass to Ware. And the officials call a traveling violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know, for that matchup with the Hawks, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kispert's checked in for Champagny. Chris Middleton comes in for Whitmore. And it's Johnson in for Carrington. To the middle. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Heat trail by 7. Now Rozier. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. The fader. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's why it's important sometimes to read your own miss. Jaquez Jr. really smart to collect that and then cash in.
Now here's Middleton. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Middleton against Jaquez. It's Adebayo, high post. Bam, going to work in close.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
McCollum, pass to Middleton. McCollum with the screen on Jaquez. Middleton from the outside. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Jaquez finds Rozier. There's the drive. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in the game. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Middleton. This one for 3. Drains the triple. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And Middleton has so much confidence in his jump shot, especially from the three-point line.
Middleton against Jaquez. Outside Adebayo. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Middleton. Sarr a screen to the inside. And finished off by Sarr.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Heat trail by 8. Here's Adebayo. Now Jaquez. Outside Adebayo. Not that time. Wizards leading by 8. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, he missed the jumper. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for Miami. McCollum with a steal. Puts the move on.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
The line for 2, C.J. McCollum.
First free throw is good. And we've got a timeout from Ryan Keefe. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Make some noise. Here comes Mr. Tight Squad. Easy battle. Welcome to the floor. Mr. Tight Squad.
Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. He's perfect from the line this time. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Heat trail by 10.
2 minutes.
Rozier outside. Adebayo. And he Gets it to go from the low block.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
McCollum. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
He sticks the fadeaway jumper.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Here's McCollum. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Now Middleton. From 20 feet out. Wiggins with a rebound. Now Jaquez. Outside Rozier. Adebayo. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Yeah, they need to get him the ball. Adebayo has a ton of big game experience.
McCollum on the wing. Pounded by Rozier. No good.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Wiggins! It's gone! What a J!
And Wiggins showing you he can succeed under intense pressure. A capable scorer when you need it most.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third team foul.
Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Really well defended there by Adebayo. One of the league's premier defensive players.
Here's Rozier. Fires the 3. McCollum with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for Washington, C.J. McCollum, taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts him up 5. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Rozier. Middleton rips down the board. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Wizards,
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
The triple drop.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
McCollum outside, and so it's Washington who scrapes by with the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Alex Sarr.